Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan, back with more, the epilogue of the Blood Elf campaign. I'm tempted to explore quite a bit. Blood Elves. Shh. It let me do that. I feel dirty. Oh, I killed someone. I spent so much time. Okay, no one's side. It's cool. It's like Grant that Blood Elf. Remain strong, Kael'thas will error. Lorthamar will lead you to power and glory. What? Oh, it's error. I said the wrong name. How embarrassing. A pleasure to see you, my lord. Vesper. Oh, it's Vesper and Aurora. Awesome. You guys are so cool. Dark Rangers. And Dreadguards being allowed in there. No Blight, so they're probably feeling a little uncomfortable here, but and even Banshee's getting to just sit in the ruins of their old city. That's pretty cool. Alright, Eowyn, what do we got? It's a big map, and I've seen none of it so far, so I'm guessing you wouldn't have made it this large for no reason. I've received a letter from Dalaran, from Aethys. Once again, they're asking for our support. Anara, again? Won't this man ever realize we don't want to hand over our magi to them? I know. We should get going. He's just about to arrive at Sunfury Spire. Okay, so now I'm collecting heroes all over again. Oh, do I just get to watch you run? Northamar, this Silvermoon tabard. No. You should wear it. What does it matter? Anyone in the service of Silvermoon may bear it. It is the symbol of state. You are the head of state. You should look the part. I am the Regent Lord, not the King. That is not the point, Lothamar. You look like a Farstrider. He's like, that's what I am. I got 3 swords. I am a Farstrider. You were a Farstrider. You cannot ever be a Farstrider again, Lothamar. We know that for certain now. Because it's D2B. He doesn't know what that is. It's funny. We are going to be late, Eowyn. I don't have time to get naked, put on clothes in front of you. I know I promised to be your sword lord, but that's only during off hours. Ooh, wow, those are some pointy boobs. Hello. Pointy boobs. The pointiest. I have nothing funny to say. It's like 4 a.m. I'm just gonna play. Whoa, with that mask. Welcome home, Archmage Aethys. Thank you, Lord Thuron. Would that I were returning to stay. I am here on matters of utmost importance, ones that concern us all. I am quite sure you are aware that both Orgrimmar and Stormwind were assaulted by the Scourge. Yes, I had heard. Orgrimmar barely survived the assault, but Stormwind handled it. The Scourge's power and menace are far greater than even we first thought. I want to formalize our involvement with the Kirin Tor. It is imperative that the Magi of Quel'Thalas and Dalaran again work side by side, as we had for many years in the past. No. I asked the Regent Lord, not the Grand Magister. Well then, let the Regent Lord deign that I am fit to speak. I dare say we shall hear your opinion eventually in any case. Go on and say your piece. Did Modera send you the statement before you left Aethys? You don't exactly sound like yourself. Your words drip of her false diplomacy. At least she dares not set foot here herself. She has that much sense. Modera agrees with you on these matters. I'm not mixing the voices. She agrees with you, or rather, you agree with her. For I doubt they would send you here to speak on their behalf had you half a mind of your own. Damn it, Ramath. Do you have anything useful to say besides personal insults? There we go. Personal insults. You are blind. They bit off more than they can chew, and now they find themselves facing Arthas. They are afraid as they should be. They need aid beyond their own capacity, and to whom have they always turned regarding matters of the arcane? Oh yes, to us. The members of the Kirin Tor will swear up and down that you are indispensable to them, that your skills are invaluable. The moment you become inconvenient, you will be discarded. Quel'Thalas and the Kirin Tor have been allied for over 2,000 years. Since we first formally joined them with the Horde, things have been strained. But, since we have joined the Horde, of course, that's somewhat awkward, I imagine. And you remember exactly why we sought to join the Horde? A monumental betrayal in Dalaran beneath the ever-watchful eyes of the Kirin Tor. they really had nothing to do with... I assume you mean the Kirin Tor did nothing. Did nothing to prevent it, did nothing to stop it, and instead left us to rot in the prisons beneath a city many of us called home as much as we ever did Silvermoon. The Kirin Tor find themselves under new leadership. That is a lie, and you know it. Ronan may be their figurehead, but Modera and Anesirum remain on the council. These are the same people who happily turned their eyes away when Garethos sentenced us to death. They can all rot in hell. Or better yet, in Arthas's army, as Scourge. Despite your obvious disdain for the Kirin Tor, you seem to be rather well informed, Grand Magister. Which would be one of the reasons that I am Grand Magister of Quel'Thalas, and you are not, I would think. And as Grand Magister, I will never order my Magi into the service. That is enough. You do not possess the authority to issue such ultimatums. It will be my decision whether to send our forces to Northrend, and if I so choose, you and your Magi will follow orders. Now, it's clear that to continue this will result in nothing more than petty bickering, and I, however, do not care to waste any more of my time. I would hazard a guess that something didn't get finished. Wow, cutscenes. I am not sure. I believe his intentions are honest. I just don't know how far we can trust honest intentions, even among our own people. I worry that if we give him authority to act on our behalf, he would, intentionally or not, promise something from us that I am not willing to give. Then again, if enough Sindarai follow him to Dalaran, he will end up their de facto leader anyway, and I am loath to have him acting as such without obligation to the Silvermoon. It would be better if Romath were not so stubborn. He lived in Dalaran for a long time. He bears the Archmage title himself, you know. He has enough experience with the Kirin Tor to know how to handle them, and enough loyalty to his country that I believe we could trust him. He would be an ideal liaison for Aethys. Well, that is a strange thing, to hear you speak well of Romath. I never approved of that business with Maru, but that is behind us now, and we have no more reason to doubt him. If we were going to betray us, he would have done it with Kael'thas. I think all this map is just being... Did you really have me just walk? You could have done this all in a cutscene. So what do you think? What should we do about Aethys and Dalaran? Aethys considers himself a member of the Kirin Tor, and I think that a number of others who would be pleased to bear that mantle again as well. If the Kirin Tor want to admit Blood Elves, we cannot stop them from doing so. No, we cannot. However, it is my instinct that we should avoid official involvement in the war against the Scourge. They'll kill you anyway, eventually. You know that, right? Aethys would report to us periodically, and we should give him a clear set of boundaries, but those who wish to offer their services may do so under the banner of the Kirin Tor, not Quel'Thalas. What was that you said this morning about being a fast rider? You sound more like a king every day, Lorthamar. My lord, Theresa Windwater has arrived, as you requested. She is waiting for you at the entrance to Silvermoon. Oh good, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk and do nothing. Is this Anara La Balore? Oh, I wanted to buy some fruit. Alright, pop up the next one so I know where I'm going. Because I'm honestly a little bit lost. Meet with... Alright. Hey guys, look at that. I'm walking. Did he give up all his cool items? I gave you orbs and weapons and... Oh, you wasted them. Wasted.
Yes.
What the fuck?
May the light of the
His
sun
pathing
shine
is getting
upon you.
confused.
The sheer audacity of the plan is exactly what intrigues
Can
me.
I not pass
Enough
through
talk.
here?
Establish a perimeter.
Okay, that's weird.
Enough talk.
Whatever.
Narala
Lots
Balore.
of the same statues.
Yes.
Man, if the actual Quel'Thalas had been this
We were just talking
populated,
about
I would have had a lot more fun in
it.
WoW.
Enough talk.
We're proud to have you
The
back in
sheer
Silvermoon, my lord.
audacity of the plan is exactly
Those
what
sweet
intrigues
buff-ass biceps, I was missing them. I do miss them. Theresa Windrunner. Wait, shouldn't she be... having babies? No, she's with the... Okay. Save the pleasantries, Lothamar. We both know the only reason I came here is to see with my own eyes if your magi speak the truth about the Sunwell. Theresa, please, your people are free to return to Quel'Thalas. For years we rotted outside, thrown out of our homes at your behest because we refused to suck magic from living things like vampires. And now you want to offer aid? After all we've been through, now you offer it. You threatened to destroy our people's only hope of salvation at the time, Varisa. I could not afford to lead a nation divided, and we both know it. But times have changed. Nothing has changed. As soon as I'm done with my business here, I'll return to Dalaran immediately. So please, Lothmar, don't even try to convince me you and your people have changed. And, fuck you, I'm going into your city without permission.
May the light of the sun shine upon you.
Where am I?
Establish a perimeter.
Where am I going now?
Does not matter to me.
Can I break the gate? No, that's
Establish a
impossible. So I'm
perimeter.
stuck inside the city.
May the light of the sun shine.
This is the walking map. Are you okay? Well, I guess it's just story. It's like, hey, look, you earned it. Look how well your city's doing. You should be proud. I'm tempted to do. I can see dead people just so I can see all over the map. Probably a lot of these sections were used for the panning, sweeping shots, looking out over,
the sun shine upon you.
looking out over the river and
Just
stuff.
talking about you.
There's got to be a big body of water here. Intriguing. I always loved the. Wow. That's fucking awesome. Look at that. I'm never even gonna look at that thing, and it's just sitting there broken, looking awesome. Oh, and another tower. Oh, you map maker. Oh, and another one. Okay, I gotta do it. Oh, look at it. That's right, I just used a cheat for the first time in any of my playthroughs. Well, what did you expect? You pissed on her when she was down. How did she react? 5 years ago, I threw them out of the homes they had fought for every bit as fiercely as anyone in Quel'Thalas today. How do you think she reacted? Varisa Windrunner is married to the new leader of the Kirin Tor. She is not fond of me or those I represent. I had hoped, because you were a ranger, I thought maybe you could help us bridge that gap. I suppose not. You suppose correctly. Jesus. Panning shots. Yes? Lord Theron, your presence is requested in the hall. That's actually a very good skin on that image right there. I am not available. My lord, the Banshee Queen will not wait. Huh? No, of course she will not. Show me to her. And most people don't know that, but if Sylvanas were to die, her soul would still be alive. Like, she would become a Banshee again. She's possessing her own dead body. For those who don't know what's going on there. Lady Sylvanas. I have just returned from Orgrimmar. Arthas has dared to strike at the heart of the Horde. Yes, I've heard. The attack was successfully repelled, but Arthas is only toying with us. We must bring the war to him. War Chief Thrall at last sees what we have long known. The Horde prepares for war, and the Cinder Eye, Lothmar, constitute a portion of the Horde. Lothmar, we go to destroy Arthas, once and for all. I appreciate that you and your War Chief wish us to join you on the initial front in Northrend, but we are stretched too thin. We've already received a similar request from the Kirin Tor, but I cannot in good faith send our forces north since the events at Quel'Danas. This is not a request, Lothmar. You will send troops. They will accompany the Forsaken. Sylvanas, we've just fought a civil war. What can we possibly have to give? Have you forgotten who is responsible for the state of Quel'Thalas in the first place? Who is ultimately to blame? Well, I at least have not. My vengeance will not be denied, and you will give what I demand of you. The Sin'dorei Rangers and Magi, as well as the Blood Knights. We cannot spare them, Sylvanas. And you can hide here like a beaten dog if that is indeed your will, Lothmar. Though if you believe anything can come from it, you are a fool. Do you think Arthas will be content to ignore you whilst you wait here and lick your wounds? Do you think I will tolerate such cowardice? For a while now my people have stood guard in these lands, and it is by my hand that you have any place within the Horde. You will aid us in Northrend, or I shall cease to aid you in Quel'Thalas. Ooh, she gave him an ooh. Send my exhausted people to fight more death in Northrend, or risk losing Quel'Thalas to the Scourge once again. There is no choice here, Sylvanas. I will expect your forces at the Undercity within 2 weeks, Lord Lamar. I will not be disappointed in this. Yes, my lady. How can you do this? This is blackmail. It was you who wanted to help more than we asked for. We never asked for more of your assistance. You gave it of your own free will. How can you call yourselves our allies in one breath and hold our lands a ransom in the next? You were never required to accept my offers. You chose to. All I ask for now is the will and power to defeat our greatest foe. Is there anything else you wish to discuss, Sylvanas? If not, get to GTFO. No, I am finished here, Lord Lamar. Shora Laralan, Sylvanas. Lord Lamar, you cannot seriously. We do not. You heard her, Romath. We need to go to Northrend or we lose Forsaken support, and likely the rest of the hordes as well. So we go. There are still soldiers in the infirmaries from Quel'Danos. We have not even held a proper service for the dead. By the sun, well, Lord Lamar. We do not have a choice, Romath. Do you not understand that? We do as Sylvanas asks, or we quite possibly lose all of Quel'Thalos south of the Eldranar River. So, let it go! Let it go? Do you know how many elves, Sindarai and Quel'Darai alike died to defend that land? And you say I should just let it go? They would rather have died in vain than have given their lives just so you could turn into nothing more than a puppet of some monster in the name of their sacrifice. Do not fall for her threats, Lord Lamar. She will only use you. Jeez! I should just let this go. This will be its own episode titled just Pure Story, for those of you who are curious. Lord Lamar, are you alright? I am fine, Eowyn. Don't worry. Send word to Lady Liadrin. Tell her what has been decided. You and Romath will prepare your forces as well. It will be done immediately. He's not going to be happy. If you are going to Northrend, you will also support the Kirin... The Kirin Tor do whatever they damn well please. It is no concern of mine. Yeah, you're gonna... But seeing as any number of Sindarai forces will shortly be heading north, I expect many of them will likely end up on your doorstep. You will do what you can to aid them, Aethys. Now go find Romath. I am sure he will have much use for you. I suppose you should be pleased, Archmage. It is true that I wish to acquire your support in Northern Region, Lord, but not on these terms. Believe me when I say that I'd rather have seen you agree of your own free will. My free will remains intact, thank you, and it is still by my will that Quel'Thalos is ruled. Of course, my lord. Sweet heebity-jeebities. Ooh, big speech time, right? Like, gather all of them together and be like, we're going to Northrend and I love you all. Or is it just a final shot? I don't know. Congratulations, you reached the end of the Rise of the Blood Elves. Enchanted Edition! I hope that you enjoyed playing this campaign as much as I enjoyed creating it. I would like to thank Hive Workshop for being such a great website with many nice people, lots of great resources and guides which helped me create this campaign, my friend Tina for helping me with the story, and Blizzard Entertainment for creating such a great game. Tomo Raider, you charmer. If you were interested in what happens with Sylvanas and the Forsaken in the next line, try out the sequel, Curse of the Forsaken. Oh, you better believe I'm going to be playing that next. I gotta do a little Iceborne, but yeah, that's the next on my list. I think that was it. Man, that was a long game. Okay, guys, this has been the one, the only, the Azothan. We have finally finished up with Rise of the Blood Elves version 2.0 by Tomo Raider. Please visit the Hive Workshop in order to play this game for yourself and test yourself against the might of these foes as well. This is Azothan signing out, and I'll see you in Curse of the Forsaken. Bye, guys.